This is intra-abdominal breathing. So I talk a lot with people on just how to breathe right. A lot of times we're chest and shoulder breathers. We don't breathe very well through the belly. So this is the proper way to breathe. What I want you to do to start, you're going to put one hand on your stomach, one hand on your chest, and we just want to see this hand slowly rise and fall while this hand stays relatively still. If you're working out, if you're running, something like that, then we do want to use the chest and shoulders to breathe. But when we're just relaxed here, hanging out, we want all the breathing to be in and out through the belly. So this hand should just rise and fall like it is. Doing a great job there. Something else you can do too, as this gets easier, is you can take both hands into big circles and you can dig them into the sides here. So go both hands like this, yep, into the side, and now you're trying to breathe into your fingers. So spread your fingers out. We want the top one right underneath the rib cage. The bottom one's going to kind of go down on the pelvis a little bit, and the thumbs are going to dig into the back a little. So as you breathe, we want to work on expanding 360 degrees around the spine. We don't want to just push our stomach forward as far as we can. It should be an expansion all the way around the spine. And this looks great right here. This is a 10 out of 10. This can be used too to help calm you down. So there's a lot of breathing apps, a lot of yoga. I think on your Apple Watch, it's got like a meditation or like a take time to yourself type thing. And that's because the innervation that comes from breathing with the diaphragm kind of helps calm your body down and put you back into that rest or digest parasympathetic state. So if you're having a lot of pain and you can get into a position like this and be able to get back up, this is a really good position to lay in. Just work on breathing, kind of helps calm you down, lets your body kind of just relax, see what's going on. A lot of times with low back pain, it's just like your body's throwing like a red alert, and it's like, what's going on? We don't even know what the real issue is yet. So I'll tell people, just get in this position, breathe for 5 minutes, let your body calm down, and it'll kind of run a self-report and be like, okay, low back pain, this is what's going on, and you kind of figure it out. But we want to go slow getting up out of this. Obviously, it is tough if you're down on the ground. A lot of people can't get back up with really bad low back pain. Something else you can do too is if you can scooch up like to the couch, bring your legs up here for me. You can get your feet elevated on something, kind of like this. This is a really comfortable position because it puts that spine in a nice neutral spot, rolls the hips back a little bit, takes a lot of the pressure off. This is great for sore, achy low back, stress in general. Just lay here, breathe in and out through the belly. Give yourself 5 minutes, something like that, to kind of calm down, and then you'll feel a lot better afterwards. So this is the dead bug exercise. So the whole goal with the dead bug is to focus right in through here, okay? A lot of times I'll see people doing these and they're just kind of flailing around on the ground like a dead bug, but there's a purpose behind this, and it is bridging the gap between the pelvis and the rib cage. So we want to use the core to squeeze down here, stay stable, and then we're challenging it by moving the extremities. So a good way to start with this is if you stick one hand behind the back, or if you have somebody working with you, I'll always stick my fingers behind your back and say, squish my fingers with your spine here. Squish down, perfect. You can see when Josie does that, she kind of tucks the rib cage a little bit. She gets nice and strong all the way through here. The hips roll back a little bit. That's just giving her spine a nice neutral position, pressing the spine into the ground. This is our nice neutral posture for our spine. So we're going to try to hold this pressure. You're going to stick the hands up towards the ceiling. Knees are going to come up towards the chest. And again, the whole goal here is don't let this pressure change on my fingers. It doesn't have to be a ton of pressure, whatever feels comfortable. But as you move the arms and the legs, we don't want this to change. So we're going to start real easy. You're just going to do one limb at a time.
Just the leg?
Yeah. This is the easy version. Good.
You're telling me to move
just
my
this,
arms too?
Just this one. No. And then just this one. There you go. And then just this one. Yeah. There you go. So that's just getting started. So you're kind of losing pressure back here. So focus, squish, squish, squish. There you go. Tuck down. Okay, now let's do arm and leg. Keep this pressure. Yeah, you're losing a little bit. Squish. Really squish back here. So as you do this, one, we don't want the face to turn red. But two, it is hard to breathe. I want you to focus on as your arms and legs go out, you're breathing out a little bit. You're that's the working part of this. So you're kind of squeezing, and then it's a breath in at the top, a little exhale as the arms and legs go out and back in. So this is the, and then relax more up here. Take a break. With these, the goal isn't necessarily, can I do 10 sets of 3 or anything, or 3 sets of 10 or anything like that. It's just how many can you do before you start to lose that integrity here till the spine starts to come up some. If you start to kind of shake as you're doing them, you're doing too much. Just stop, rest. It's more important to do these really, really well spread out throughout the day than try to do a whole bunch in one sitting. Just kind of not how we work in real life.